Please remain standing and join Ryan Nash, Class of 2024 Master of Music Vocal Performance Degree candidate, in singing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, hail that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening. Please be seated, and thank you, Ryan, for that excellent performance. So good evening, my name is Charles Isbell. I am the Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs here at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to our Spring 2024 commencement. You can clap. As we begin, I want to acknowledge that the land that UW-Madison inhabits is the ancestral home of the Ho-Chunk Nation, one of the 12 First Nations of Wisconsin. As a part of UW-Madison's 175th anniversary celebration over the past year, the university commissioned banners to hang on Bascom Hall that incorporate traditional symbols, colors, and imagery of Ho-Chunk beadwork. If you've seen the banners, you know just how spectacular they truly are. The artwork creates the effect of 160,000 individual beads called seed beads. The title the artist chose for the piece, Seed by Seed, speaks to this process. As you weave together thousands of beads, you form something beautiful. And that's how the university views its shared future with the Ho-Chunk Nation. As the artist put it, with each positive interaction, we are hopefully weaving together, seed by seed, a future based on collaboration and mutual respect. As provost here at UW-Madison, I work with the deans of all the schools and colleges to ensure that we are offering academic programs and an overall educational experience that is second to none. Our faculty pride themselves on our deep commitment to undergraduate, graduate, and professional education, and I'm very proud of the hard work and effort put forth by each and every faculty and staff member here on our campus. At this time, it is my great honor to introduce to you the members of our official party, who are some of the people who helped make the university the remarkable place that it is. I'm going to ask each of you, as you are able, when your name is called, to stand and remain standing. I'll also ask the audience to please hold your applause until all members of the party have been introduced. First, Chancellor Jennifer Mnookin. Reverend Dr. Alexander G. Jr., honorary degree recipient. Christy Clark Pujara, professor and chair, Department of African American Studies. Eric Wilcox, Dean of the College of Letters and Science. Dietram Soy-Fulun, Chair, Committee on Honorary Degrees, Taylor Bascom Chair in Science Communication, and Vilas Distinguished Achievement Professor. Diana Hess, Dean of the School of Education. Steve Swanson, Dean of the School of Pharmacy. Ian Robertson, Dean of the College of Engineering. Soyun Shim, Dean of the School of Human Ecology. Lori Reeser, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs. Amy Blumenfeld-Bogost, Vice President, UW System Board of Regents. William Karpus, Dean of the Graduate School. Zabia Cheda, Associate Dean of the School of Medicine and Public Health. Linda Scott, Dean of the School of Nursing. Mark Markell, Dean of the School of Veterinary Medicine. Vallabh Sambhamirthy, Dean, School of Business. Erwin Goldman, Interim Senior Associate Dean of the College of Agricultural and Life Sciences. Steph Tai, Associate Dean of the Nielsen Institute for Environmental Studies. Christina Olsted, Dean of Students. Sarah Shute, Chief Alumni Officer and Wisconsin Alumni Association Executive Director. Charlie Hoslet, Vice Chancellor for University Relations. Diana Harvey, Vice Chancellor for Strategic Communications. LeVar Charleston, Deputy Vice Chancellor and Chief Diversity Officer. Robert Kramer, Vice Chancellor for Finance and Administration. Jeff Russell, Vice Provost for Lifelong Learning and Dean of the Division of Continuing Studies. Carl Martin, Dean and Director of the Division of Extension. Francis Vavris, Vice Provost and Dean of the International Division. Scott Ovchatik, University Registrar. Heather Daniels, Secretary of the Faculty. Susan Tebow, Professor in the School of Medicine and Public Health and Chair of the University Committee, the Executive Committee of the Faculty Senate. Please join me in welcoming our official party. Thank you, and please be seated. It is now my honor to introduce Chancellor Jennifer Mnookin. She took office in August of 2022 as the 30th leader of the university's nearly 175-year history. Chancellor Mnookin, one of the nation's leading legal scholars, has spent her academic career at top public universities, most recently at UCLA, where she was on the faculty for 17 years, and for the last 7 years, served as Dean of the UCLA Law School. She has also served on the faculty at the University of Virginia and Harvard, and holds degrees from Harvard, Yale, and MIT. Chancellor Mnookin is dedicated to pushing boundaries to bring UW-Madison to new levels of excellence in research and education, expand our commitment to service and innovation for the public good, and support each of our talented graduates on their path toward a life that's meaningful and satisfying. Please join me in welcoming Chancellor Jennifer Mnookin.
Thank you so much, Provost Isbell, and good evening, everyone. I'm just so happy to welcome all of you to the 171st spring commencement of the University of Wisconsin-Madison. I also want to thank Ryan for that beautiful performance of the national anthem. I think we should give him a round of applause. And now, all of you. Congratulations, graduates. Look, everyone, you are the stars of today's ceremony, seated before us in academic regalia, having completed an advanced degree in a breathtaking array of disciplines and subjects. Everyone, let's give our graduates a round of applause. And to all of you good people in the stands, I welcome you, and I know that you helped make sure that these academic stars could shine as brightly as possible. An enormous thank you to the proud parents, spouses, partners, children, siblings, and family and friends joining us from across the country and all around the world. Some of you are here in person, others are with us on the live stream. Graduates, let's give those who helped you get here one more round of applause. Now, if friends and family helped you get to this day, there's another group that I think also helped you arrive here now. And that's the members of the faculty and staff who have taught you and advised you and mentored you. Your strongest supporters, probably sometimes also your toughest critics, if your advisors were anything like mine. They've challenged you to reach beyond what you might have imagined you could achieve, and I can tell you that today they are extraordinarily proud. Faculty and staff, will you please stand as you are able? Don't be shy. There we go. Let's give you a round of applause. Now, I want to recognize that inevitably, any celebration like this one is also bittersweet. I'm sure that for many of you, there are also friends, colleagues, and family members that you're missing today, whose love and support helped bring you to this place. And we remember them too on this day of celebration. A great many in our campus community are also feeling heartbroken over global events, the devastating destruction and terrible loss of life in Gaza and in Israel. And some of you have had to navigate this final year of degree amidst agonizing and anguishing worry about friends and relatives there and elsewhere. Please know you are not alone in your pain and grief at this incredibly difficult time. I want to note that today's program also includes two special guests who have spent a lifetime working for justice in very different ways. Amy Blumenfeld-Bogost is a civil rights attorney and vice president of the Universities of Wisconsin Board of Regents, and a proud UW alumna whose 3 children are also Badgers. And the Reverend Dr. Alexander Gee Jr. is also an alum whose life story of resilience, commitment, and extraordinary achievement is grounded here in Madison, but extends so far beyond, and he is our honorary doctoral degree recipient for 2024. Yeah, let's give both of them a round of applause. You'll hear more in just a couple of minutes, but Dr. Gee describes himself as an author, agitator, thinker, healer, and reconciler. And as you will hear shortly, that's just the start. We're truly grateful to you both for being with us this afternoon. Thank you. Now, every UW-Madison commencement is special, but this one has an extra added bonus because it's also a historic moment as we mark the 175th anniversary of the founding of this great institution, the demi-semi-sesquicentennial. Say that 3 times fast. Demi-semi-septicentennial. It's a bit of a tongue twister. UW-Madison was actually created the same year as the state of Wisconsin, a recognition from the very beginning of this state's origins that one of the engines of a great state is a great university. That's just as true today as it was in 1848. And across nearly 2 centuries, we've held fast to a tradition of honoring the especially noteworthy achievements of our graduates. So if you are receiving a graduate degree today as a member of the first generation of your family to go to college, or the first generation of your family to earn a graduate degree, please stand as you are able and wave so we can celebrate you. Congratulations. I gotta say, that gives me just goosebumps. It's a wonderful thing. Now, if you're a veteran or serving on active duty or in the reserves, both among our graduates and also family and friends, please stand as you're able so we can thank you for your service. And I want to call out one member of this class whose resilience and perseverance are just inspiring. Tim Fish is a citizen of the Muskogee Nation of Oklahoma. He grew up on the Osage Reservation in Oklahoma, and it was a tough life with little thought or focus on higher education. He dropped out of high school and landed here in Madison, where he eventually found his way to Madison College and then to UW-Madison. And he says that that education not only changed his life, it saved his life. Today, at the age of 51, and he gave me permission to share that number, having already earned a bachelor's degree and 2 master's degrees here, Tim is the flag bearer for our graduate school and will receive a PhD from our School of Human Ecology. Congratulations, Tim. Now that's one amazing story, but all of you are now part of the legacy of this exceptional university, a place whose commitment to public service, what we often call the Wisconsin idea, has allowed us to push the boundaries of knowledge and understanding across just about every field of human endeavor for 175 years. Consider just a few of the stunning advances we've achieved just in your time here with us. At our School of Medicine and Public Health, neuroscience researchers devised a way using 3D printers to arrange neurons, brain cells grown in a lab, into complex matrices in which the living cells communicate with one another, opening up a world of possibilities for understanding the signaling between cells in people affected by Down syndrome or Alzheimer's, or evaluating the efficacy of new medications. At the same time, researchers in our College of Engineering innovated a new way to forecast the growth of life-threatening cyanobacteria, better known here in Madison as blue-green algae, giving communities across the country and all around the world that depend on clean lakes for health and recreation precious time to plan their mitigation strategies. Meanwhile, our College of Agricultural and Life Sciences is developing new techniques for cranberry cultivation so growers can save crops threatened by increasingly unpredictable weather patterns. That's especially vital work here, in a state that grows more than half of the entire world's supply of cranberries. That's a good Wisconsin fun fact, right? And those of you who have worked on international research collaborations know that you sometimes need to be able to communicate in languages that aren't commonly taught. In Africa alone, there's more than 2,000 languages spoken, and researchers in our College of Letters and Science have led the nation in innovating ways to help people acquire new languages. And now they're putting that expertise to work in partnership with our African Languages program to develop an approach to self-instruction that will help this university and many others to expand their language offerings. Now, whether you've completed an MD or an MFA, a DVM or a PhD, or one of the other top degrees that we'll confer in just a few minutes, you have well and truly earned your bona fides. Now, that's kind of a funny term. Bona fides is one of those expressions that has come down to us from Latin. We now take it to mean the real thing, like the credential that each of you will receive today. But there's a deeper meaning. Literally translated, bona fides means good faith. And good faith is something beyond a credential. It's a way to be in the world. It's about honesty, integrity, transparency, authenticity. So while your credentials are sterling, your good faith is golden. Today, as you set forth, I can tell you, sometimes you're going to stumble. You'll make mistakes. We all do. But if you keep doing your work in good faith, keeping your promises, being direct and forthright, aiming to be kind, your family, friends, and colleagues will likely give you grace. Graduates, for every late night, every early morning, every weekend spent monitoring experiments, every paper you graded, every paper you wrote, every work of art you created, and for all those hours spent struggling to wrestle your research into the right intellectual framework, this day is for you. You've earned your bona fides. Thank you for being part of our wonderful UW-Madison community. I hope you'll stay connected to your fellow graduate students, and that during your time with us, that you've developed not only new intellectual skills, but friendships, mentors, and mentees who will be part of your story now and in all of the years you have ahead. And I hope that wherever life takes you next, that you will come back and visit us often here in Madison, that you'll stay connected to your department, your school, and to this great university. I hope that wherever your journey takes you, we will be one of your bona fide homes, a place where you feel an authentic sense of connection, and a place that reminds you of just how much you can and how much you have already accomplished. And so, congratulations, and on Wisconsin. Thank you. Thank you. It's now my great honor to introduce Amy Blumenfeld-Bogost, Vice President of the University of Wisconsin System Board of Regents. I think I should now say the Universities of Wisconsin Board of Regents, who will offer greetings and congratulations on behalf of the Regents. Amy is a civil rights attorney here in Madison who works on behalf of victims of sexual abuse and domestic violence. She is strongly committed to advancing educational equality and to disability rights and to advocating on behalf of students and families with learning differences and other disabilities. Amy is also deeply involved with the National Tribal Trial College, located at the UW-Madison Law School, which is helping to address the critical shortage of lawyers in the tribal court system by training laypersons to provide basic legal services for tribal members. Amy has served on the Board of Regents since 2020 and is passionate about this university. She and her husband, Greg, both earned degrees here at UW-Madison, as have their 3 children. So please join me in giving a warm welcome to Regent Vice President Bogost.
On behalf of the Board of Regents of the Universities of Wisconsin and President Jay Rothman, I offer each of you my sincerest congratulations. It is my honor to stand before all of you to share in this very special graduation day. Sorry, I'm a little short. Just recently, I had the privilege of attending a memorial service for Booth Fowler, a distinguished political science professor here at the University of Wisconsin. Professor Fowler was not only a mentor, but he was my friend. Professor Fowler was an enigma. As a student, we never knew what his specific opinions were or what he believed to be right or wrong. This was his intention. He didn't hand us answers on a silver platter. Instead, he armed us with the tools to dissect, analyze, and challenge the status quo. Through his mentorship, we learned that true learning isn't just about memorizing facts, but about cultivating a curiosity that drives us to question, to probe, and to seek deeper understanding. Booth Fowler's legacy lies not in the answers he provided, but in the questions he posed. Along those lines, and perhaps his most enduring lesson, was the importance of learning from one another. In a world fraught with polarization, division, and discord, Booth Fowler fostered an environment of collaboration and mutual respect. He showed us that a diversity of ideas is desirable and essential to achieve even better outcomes. By allowing ourselves to listen, understand, and integrate ideas different from our own, we not only broaden our own horizons, but allow us to take our endeavors to levels we could not achieve otherwise. Those principles that Professor Fowler taught his students apply beyond academia and are a roadmap in the real world for success and best outcomes in your fields. Many of you are now health professionals, a field where teamwork is essential. Luckily, you will be surrounded by a team of other highly intelligent and motivated people offering ideas and perspectives that will be valuable to you and those you are tasked to help. And the same holds true for all the other professions graduating today. Leverage the strength and ideas of your colleagues to problem solve, whether it's your patients or your mission, and continue to innovate and advance your profession for your communities. As Professor Fowler taught us, there's a reason why great leaders are also great listeners. Each of you has embarked on a path that demands courage, creativity, and empathy. Your commitment to caring and your unique qualities are invaluable assets to a society that desperately needs it. The University of Wisconsin has served as a fertile ground where your potential has blossomed, and I know it will forever hold a special place in your hearts. As you embark on your next chapter of your lives in the spirit of Professor Fowler, listen to your colleagues, have an open mind, embrace collaboration, and bring others along. And please never forget you are part of a unique, worldwide community of lifelong Badgers. Congratulations once again, and may your futures be filled with joy, laughter, purpose, and boundless opportunities to make a difference. On Wisconsin.
Thank you so much, Regent Bogust. Today, we are honored to have the privilege of conferring a UW-Madison honorary degree. An honorary degree is earned not by completing a course of study, but by living an extraordinary life. Dietram Scheufele is the Taylor Bascom Chair in Science Communication and the Vilas Distinguished Achievement Professor here at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, and the chair of the Committee on Honorary Degrees. Please welcome Dr. Scheufele, who will read the citation for our honoree.
Chancellor Mnookin, on recommendation of the faculty of the University of Wisconsin-Madison and by vote of the Board of Regents, I present our candidate for honorary degree. I now call upon Professor and Department Chair of African American Studies, Christy Clark-Pujara, to bring forward Alexander G. Jr. Reverend Dr. Alexander G. Jr. is a community catalyst, transformative teacher, and influential thought leader. He has dedicated his life to strengthening communities by empowering young people to become leaders, improving health and wellness, reducing racial disparities, creating economic opportunity, and inspiring thousands to join him in this essential work. The Reverend Dr. G's devotion to public service embodies the university's proud Wisconsin IDEA mission. Chancellor Mnookin, on the recommendation of the faculty and by vote of the University of Wisconsin System Board of Regents, I present Alexander G. Jr. to receive the degree Honorary Doctor of Humane Letters.
Reverend Dr. Alexander G. Jr., in recognition of your long career in public service and your many contributions to social change in our state and well beyond, the University of Wisconsin-Madison confers upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters. Congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. Trying to fight back the tears. Chancellor Mnookin, esteemed members of the campus leadership, respected PhD, MFA, and medical professional degree candidates of the University of Wisconsin-Madison of 2024, I'd like to congratulate each of you today. As we stand on the threshold of our academic achievement, I am deeply moved by the profound impact that the Wisconsin idea has had on my journey and the journeys of countless others. Having been nurtured in Madison since the age of 6, I feel that I'm a living testament to the transformative power of this guiding principle, an idea that not only has shaped my education and career, but also my understanding of UW's role in society. Reflecting on my own experience, I'm reminded of my late mother, who herself benefited from the Wisconsin idea. In 1971, as a single divorced mother of 2, a high school dropout, she embraced UW-Madison's 5-year program, an innovative initiative aimed at reaching underrepresented communities and expanding access to higher education. Through this program, UW extended its hand to communities like hers, like ours, opening doors of opportunity for future generations. My mother's journey instilled in me a profound appreciation for UW's commitment to equity, inclusion, and a commitment that continues to inspire my work today. I am deeply honored by the privilege of receiving this honorary doctorate degree in humane letters. I'm particularly grateful to the Department of African American Studies and the Morgridge Center for Public Education. This honor, one that I dedicate to the memory and the honor of my mom. But yet, as I stand before you today, I cannot help but to recognize the irony of this honor. By acknowledging my contributions, UW is essentially celebrating its own founding principles that prioritize collaboration between the university and the community, fosters outreach and educational programs in addressing societal needs, and promotes unity and societal betterment. And beyond UW's institutional ethos, some of the most important people who have touched my life, shaped my work, and my passion for the Wisconsin idea and its inspired work were fellow Badgers. The camaraderie and intellectual exchange and cultural cohesion that I experienced during my time here in the 80s were completely and amazingly invaluable, shaping my perspective and fueling my passion for service, innovation, and social impact. Throughout my journey, I've had the pleasure of experiencing this campus in a variety of roles. As the child of an adult student who earned 2 degrees from UW-Madison, as a student, as the brother of a student, an alumnus, a husband of an alumna, an employee, and the parent of a student who just graduated a few years ago with her master's in library sciences. My family holds 13 degrees from the University of Wisconsin-Madison, and this one makes 14. In closing, graduates and friends and family members, let us celebrate UW's 175th anniversary by recommitting ourselves to the ideals that have guided us thus far. Let us continue to build bridges between academia and the wider community, leveraging our knowledge, expertise to tackle the greatest challenges of our time. Let us embody the spirit of the Wisconsin idea, not just in our research or scholarship, but in our everyday interactions and endeavors. Let us heed the voices of those we serve, for the Wisconsin idea is a reciprocal concept, an exchange of ideas, insights, and aspirations. Let us leave an indelible imprint on our communities and on the world at large. And please, let us always remember that in the spirit of this great idea, that this is what Badgers do. Congratulations to each of you. Thank you very much for this honor, and on Wisconsin.
Please join me once again in congratulating the Reverend Dr. Alexander G. Jr. It is, sir, an honor. Graduates, you have been many things during your time at UW-Madison, and today you cross the threshold from students to alumni. It's an identity that will be with you for the rest of your lives, connecting you to each other, to the generations that have come before, and to the generations yet to come. As of today, the Wisconsin Alumni Association is no longer for others. Now, it is for you, for the dreamers, the creators, the fighters, the peacemakers, the artists, the scientists, the pioneers, the protectors, the leaders, the badgers.
You are a badger. Everything you are has brought you to this day. You are a reflection of your outer experiences and your inner spark. You are the embodiment of the things you've done and the things you've yet to do. So keep being you, and whatever comes next, we'll be here. Welcome to Alumnihood.
At this point, we will now confer our doctoral, MFA, educational specialist, and medical professional degree candidates. I first call on William Karpus, Dean of the Graduate School.
Candidates for the degrees Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Musical Arts, Master of Fine Arts, and Educational Specialist will please rise as they are able. Chancellor Mnookin.
Dean Karpus.
These scholars have devoted significant time to graduate study and research. In addition, they have defended theses or presented exhibitions that have been accepted by faculty committees as substantial contributions, signifying scholarly or professional achievement in their respective fields. They are presented for the highest academic recognition in their fields given by the university, the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Musical Arts, Master of Fine Arts, or Educational Specialist.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the Graduate School, and under the authority granted by the University of Wisconsin System Board of Regents, you will receive the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Musical Arts, Master of Fine Arts, or Educational Specialist. In testimony thereof, you will receive your diplomas. Candidates will now cross the stage, have their name read, and receive their diploma folder. Graduates, please be seated until the marshals instruct you to proceed to the platform.
Madeline Aiello Kimberlin. Kristen Dyson. Maislin Poitamani. Danny Parker. Kate Nosbush. Ria Sorensen. May Leo Wu. Cassidy Jojair Uthison. Peyton Cadell. Raina Sars. Ashley Airy. Felipe Moraga. Denise Oyuki Castillo, Jorge Hernandez Lassa, Ethan Nicolau, Michael Schlichting, Aaron Bailey, Stephanie Gabriela Giardini, Anvar Kamito, Nathan Peterson, Hanato Amarim, Wenda Fang, Liz Marie Figueroa Rios, Ilhan Bach, Namita Kajanchi, Melissa Ann Shonlin, Vadehi Ashish Patil, Reed Parks, Harris Naeem Abbasi, Anshika Basim, Barkul Alpapa, Josiah Jacobson Grocott, Aiden Howells, Maxwell O. Chibugugu, Alfana Irabor, Ji Jehu, Alejandro Casco, Amanda Lockey, Jacob Benjamin Kraus, Jing Li, Anna Patrice Zmeek, Clara Louise Frazier, Macau Kafai Mock, Rachel Renee Cooney, Sarah Diane McMillan, Shi Ye Chin, Joel Richard Pollock, Mazad Dagani, Jaram Kim, Nicholas Gallagher, Dante Mauricio Pizarro Paz, Pablo Sandro Garcia, Ruming Chen, Maria Inez Bero Rovella, Timothy W.J.P. Fish, Claudia Isabel Roy Gonzalez, Kate Milligan Susal, Caitlin Marie Marino, Wyatt Paltzer, Logan M. Cassell, Yizhou Yao, Nathan Thomas Jones, Peng Kan Tien, Chi Chun Jen, Kevin Swift, Saeed Roshdi'i, Imran Alas, Vikas Panchila Donador Gawe, Monica Agarwal, Usareti Olurotiemi, Sosu Agise, Jonathan Louise King, Ricardo Vidrio, Yifan Ya, Keshu Wu, Ali Victoria Shepard, Audrey Marsh, Hannah Kim, Ru Dai, Yuen Lan Yang, Sashi Oshima, Aubrey E. Jacobson, Catherine Christensen, Catherine Ann Muma, Kayla Ann Patrick, Laura Maureen Evans, Rodolfo Esteban Pena Chavez, Chong Mua, Sarah Copeland, Alexis Kadisha Lampkin, Blaine D. Stone Jr., Josh Wallace, Kate Westerby Meyer, Vanessa I. Pena, Kimberly Jo Steiber White, Alexander Foe, Jenny Sun Lee, Eric Wistrom, Halfene Wong, Tian Shu Li, Pei Wen Zhang, Aisha Hukar, Joseph Stephen Romero Reyes, Nicole Sharon Soulier, Maria Michaels Widmer, Valerie A. Crespin, Kimberly Vanessa Gutierrez, Dylan L. Shoemaker, Sang Wee Lee, Celia Krafasi, Charlotte Claire Watley, Dapul Chola, Danish Salim Triwala, Zikao Mao, Freddie Caldera Jr., Daria Gok, Marek Makowski, Hongyan Mei, Zhu Ting Yang, Pedro Rojas Barros, Shireen Yusuf, Yubin Kang, Jiwang Zhang, Megan Jo Baumick, Anthony William Pimento Flynn, Catherine Ann Roberts, Pilar Gautier, Hannah Megan Glenn, Sergio Dominguez Jr., Rachel Dyer, Andrea Ann Shen, Nala Mandura, Tang Xiang Yun, Qi Zhang, Kyle Chin, Christine Lucky, Maria Venkataram, Lisa Odette Velarde, Sun Woo Park, Hyung Jeon Kim, Ye Hu, Jennifer M. Stevens, Diana Love, Nadim Sami Modar Al-Shakishir, Kwanda Danielle Johnson, Rini Tarfadar, Yandi Wu, Yujie Han, John Bohan Yin, Rochelle Marie Snyder, Alan Roman, Amy Kin, Upurva Reddy, Ye Zhang, Raisian Han, Megan Brunn, Nathaniel William Pritchard, Feda Shen, Noah Carvelis, Rosette Cirillo, Robert Jesse Pruitt, Marcel Granetsny, Haley Jo Ottomer Clark, Parag Pathak, Nicole Fisher, Lisa Steiner, Nick Ott, Eric Michael Cohn, Laura Marie Bates, Mario Morris, Courtney Lynn Kostecki, Veronica Marie White, Maxwell Robert Warren Beal, Julia Smith, Jansu Yun, Eric Honeres Furla, Hojin Choi, Lotam Basan, Laura Dynan Elmendorf, Carly Lipinski, Delaney Brenna Kilgore, Thomas Dara, Srinath Subramanian, Jason Richard Knutson, Daniel Catherine Nelson, Odalis Tome Escude, Michael Payton, Kenneth Sandro Rivera Gonzalez, Alicia Lisa Vang, Hong Yang Chen, Zhang Zhang Wu, Yuxing Zhu, Emily Claire Hilton. Yisen Wang. Grace Armstrong. Bradley Kum. Ted Lunga. Marianne Krasko. Claire Sullivan. Ricardo Calderon Tejo. Jose Luis Garrido Rivera. Brandon Judd Goodale. Joseph T. Murnak. Grace Ella Vanechuk. Julia Reynolds. Alicia Barcenas Cruz. Carolyn Spears. Lian Shui. Elizabeth Davis Clausen. Jue Xuan Shu. Drew Telke. Emily Taxman. Claire Elizabeth Tomke. Gloria Johanna Morales Osorio. Andrew John Steinberger. Yifei Ming. Arati Kakaraparty. Jivan Yu. Sarah Elizabeth Herbo. Corinne Wu. Yating Gong. Jessica Suji Kim. Jacques Erlasor. Brianna Collins. Courtney Dubose. Tegan Nicole Twombly. Elizabeth Davis. Julia Hilbert. Eliza Susanna Godfrey. Caleb Eisen Flack. Jack Howard Bish. Carlos Perez de Jesus. Ren Vitens. Catherine Bahia Adams. Amber Lynn. Robbie Manuel. Emilia Dolphy. Tatiana Midori Meda. Jose Junior Nunez. Ju Lim. Miyabi Ozawa. Raka Gosh Dustidar. Francisco Le Quinteros. Camilo Machuca. Claudio Mezzavale. Ting Ting Fan. Pauline Ho. Eden Chang. Juan Chanju. Daewon Ho. Megan Helig Dixon. Gayatri Yakmishranan. Jixie Saya Rivera. Valerie Yali Ode Couvertiere. Alper Goksky. Yavaz Mazlou. Toygun Basaklar. David Vanden Boshi. Zachary Athanasios Zahos. Pauline Lampert. John McCain Bassett. Anam M. Khan. Ex Medianoche Condif. Janine Matthew Scott. Catherine Prescott. JC Merle Weaver. Marissa Ann DiPiero. Kimberly Chris Rooney. Matasia Jackie Benmore McKenzen. Samuel Augustus Wood. Margot Heston. Yunjia Zhang. Sam Van Wees. Cameron Wicks. Beeching Wu. Lauren Gallagher. Emma E. Santa. Isabella Treverne Whitworth. Corey Helene Burnett. Kevin Walters. Ryan Matthew Sheetsley. Esther Chio Cho. Heather Kohlmeyer. Veronica Yang Pham. Shrutikan Chitgunvat Vanisuk. Yuling Dai. Tinray Dwan. Abhishek Gupta. Yang Hao Harifang. Timothy Avalo. Kevin Sanchez Rivera. Rui Wang. Raghav Jain. Michaela Troutman. Sarah Elizabeth Frank. Tulape Akinawole. Wexin Yu. Kirtharasa Shankar. Aisha Komin. Dan Capabianca. Juna Basar. Pragati Pravina. Andrew Joseph Shone. Jijun Zhu. Zikong Wang. Patrick Dills. Becca Beats. Christopher Stevens. Stephen Joseph Pierchak. Rio Fan Lu. Devin Stakanis. Shama Ahmed. Harrison Rosenberg. Yue Gao. Yaman Sangar. Zhongshan Wu. Jaifeng Chen. Sumin Young. Stephanie Helena Williams. Shyam Murthy. Tianan Chen. Vivekananda Das. Yiling Zhang. Sang Chen Liu. Samalis Guy. Emma Lydia Eisenbraun. Sammy Lamine. Kevin Wafula Wamalwa. Jinbo Chen. Anita Lee. Paris Echoes. Sydney Jean Jennings. Chi Ming Su. Yatko Mishkovich. Caitlin Michael. Natalie Lynn Queeley. Patrick Smith. Min Soo Kim. Sungmi Cho. Sakara Nicole Wages. Yuna Kim. Nathan Keel. Catherine Teresa Chanton. Tyler Dabney. Rosa Vargas Martes. Hyun Bae. Ray Meng. Andrea Marquardt Donovan. Emily Osen Miller. Kenia Coronada. Nguyen Vuong. Fang Jin Tu. Marie Agathe Simonetti. Lauralee Brock. Sri Vidya Dangumbiam. Abby Elizabeth Williams. Simone Shen. Dong Don Juan. Chelsea Michelle Amoldovar Rivera. Christina Marie Fullerton. Wendy Y. Lee. Kathleen Marie Thompson. Santina Marie Snow. Bowen Zhang. Chuyo Su. Jorge Antonio de los Santos Funes. Ahmed Ali. Jordan Eric Salas. Michael Davies. Xiating Ouyang. Daniel Santucci. Riley Kathleen Morris. Jacob Munico Mwata. Zari Christia Williams. Xin Wang. Zhan Wei Kerr. Zhongyang Lo. Edward Antonio Barton. Yunglei Liang. Nia Gupta. Robert Sorrell Bynum. Mandy Mo Puindu. Unbilash Uran Swant. Dean Chen. Nitash Aurora. Deborata Auda. Kuno Pratap Bhagat. Parkrash Pandey. Ruth Liana Fernandez. Zhang Peng Zhang. Michael Vaughn. Mario Rodriguez Curas. Gonzalo Felipe Barceo Carvala. Corbin Cox Nutzi. Derek Ho. Utkarsh Oha. Yuheng Li. Sri Yan Zhu. Hao Tian Yo. Suchita Patti. Karthik Srinivasan. Xinang Wang. Yason Gyatsugu. Natapam Longpipat. MK Karen. Brenna Swift. Anusha Muradhar. Connor Robert Proctor. Garasi Lopez de Agoleta Jausi. Jonathan Tunstall. Bainan Huao. Chung Feng Huang. Zhan Ma. Wansuk Hung. Ting Jin. Melina Lauren Nave. Matthew Lewis Carl.
Wow. Congratulations. I now call upon Shabina Cheda, Associate Dean of the School of Medicine and Public Health.
Candidates for the degrees of Doctor of Medicine, Doctor of Physical Therapy, Masters of Genetic Counselor Studies, Master of Physician Assistant Studies, and Master of Public Health will please rise as able. Chancellor Mnookin.
Associate Dean Cheda.
These scholars have successfully completed the requirements of the courses of study in medicine, physical therapy, medical genetics, physician assistant studies, or public health. Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Medicine and Public Health, I present these candidates for degrees.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Medicine and Public Health, and under the authority granted by the University of Wisconsin System Board of Regents, I confer on you the degree of Doctor of Medicine, Doctor of Physical Therapy, Master of Genetic Counselor Studies, Master of Physician Assistant Studies, or Master of Public Health. In testimony thereof, you will receive your diplomas. Congratulations. Candidates will now cross the stage, have their name read, and receive their diploma folder. Graduates, please be seated until the marshals instruct you to proceed to the platform.
Ryan Christopher Laffin, Samuel Geiger Tesh, Amy Holzer, Lauren Penn, Michael Gui, Andrew Joseph Whitman, Tice Morgan, Anthony Jacob Alexi, Justin Wynn, Anthony Bowie, Vanch Sanjeev Jain, Colin Hammock, Camden James Moser, Jessica Ann Gillespie, Zachariah James Piper, Colin Evenson, Rachel Jane Craven, Monica Luisa Jans, Rosemary Emma Grant, Andrea Nino de Queres Ramirez, Hunter Sean Dowds, George Lung, Annalise Marie Panthofer, Noah Benjamin Trapp, Maya Francis Amjadi, Claudia Viela Casaretto, Elisa Catherine Diziu, Hannah Jean Kress, Cassie Krifasi, Colin Richard Reisenauer, Quinn Wynn, Gerald Weiss, Brenna Lynn Baumkamp, Jessica Thornton, Juliette Marie Scheffelker, Isabel Cecilia Breyer, Rebecca Case, Abigail Boyk, Kevin Franco Valley, Allison Meyer, Julia Rose Schiller, Muzamil Shahid Chaudhry, Connor James McCulloch, Joshua Derek Trevino, Kara Elise Conley, Allison Stubbe, Hannah L. Mark, Bailey Nicole Osborne, Sydney Joanna Petrovsky, Lauren Lee Wagner, Christopher Joseph Littell, Matty Arndt, Joseph Albrecht, Hannah Koziel, Carolyn Wright, Alex William Shaw, Matt Anderson, Jacob Arthur Conrad, Abigail Grace Angst, Sarah Lovener, Kelsey Murphy, Kelly Christine Stern, Tasneem Amir, Emily Dipp, Maureen Nuozo, Arina Bardnika, Najma Abdullah Abdi, Karanunise Saida Quadri, Elizabeth Y. Lenneman, Lisa Witkowski, Rebecca Gallardo, Nathan Tratnick, Samantha Marie Powell, Rachel Stanley, Sean Paul Peranto, Alexander Camille Christian, Laura Ann Gildersleeve, Maya Botamani Popsi, Michaela Elizabeth Melvin, Emily Heinen, Emma Grace Zalog, Adiroji Abdullah, Ifanaya Favor Chris Uka, Marissa Mary Ellen Block, Nathan James Lesnick, Mariah Gloria Ulness, Claire Catherine Strangstalian, Joseph Dean Shervey, Vanessa Lowe, Katie Vine, Katie Utal, Hannah Rose Van Wyn, Rebecca Carol Pulvermacher, Catherine Roebling Hayes, Holly Lynn Greer, Catherine Mary Vickerman, Anusha Rahul Talwalkar, Allison Dela Biskowitz, Shania Elise Bedford, Julia Ledger, Gwendolyn Eve Belmore, Modu Lamin, Veronica Helen Kesner, Mahima Batar, Grace Austin Nichols, Erin Lindsay Flaherty, Luke Vandermeer, Sarah Emily Becker, Joanna K. Hagan, Jamie Catherine Prado, Ariel Sinclair Niferatos, Catherine Ryan Anderson, Rosemary E. Tembe, Tiara Apria, Chinye Cynthia Odo, Molly Wells, Rachel Spahn, Tia Catherine Dorshorst, Michael Frederick Ebling, Savannah Kafer, Tiffany Moir, Sarah R. Wolf, Elizabeth Kathleen Stimely, Alicia Amber Morgan, Cornell Avery James, Emmanuel Bigboya Morris, Allison Wiersbicki,
I now call upon Eric Wilcox, Dean of the College of Letters and Science.
Candidates for the degree Doctor of Audiology will please rise as they are able. Chancellor Mnookin.
Dean Wilcox.
These scholars have successfully completed the requirements of the courses of study in audiology. Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Letters and Science, I present these candidates for degrees.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the College of Letters and Science, and under the authority granted by the University of Wisconsin System Board of Regents, I confer on you the degree of Doctor of Audiology. In testimony thereof, you will receive your diplomas. Candidates, will you please be seated? I now call upon Diana Hess, Dean of the School of Education.
Candidates for the degree Doctor of Occupational Therapy will please rise as they are able. Chancellor Mnookin.
Dean Hess.
These scholars have successfully completed the requirements of the course of study for occupational therapy. On the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Education, I present these candidates for the degree Doctor of Occupational Therapy.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Education and under the authority granted by the University of Wisconsin System Board of Regents, I confer on you the degree Doctor of Occupational Therapy. In testimony thereof, you will receive your diplomas. Candidates will please be seated. I now call upon Linda Scott, Dean of the School of Nursing.
Candidates for the degree Doctor of Nursing Practice will please rise as they are able. Chancellor Mnookin.
Dean Scott.
These scholars have successfully completed the requirements of the courses in nursing. Upon recommendation of the faculty of the School of Nursing, I present these candidates for the degree Doctor of Nursing Practice.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Nursing, and under the authority granted by the University of Wisconsin System Board of Regents, I confer on you the degree Doctor of Nursing Practice. In testimony thereof, you will receive your diplomas. You may be seated. I now call upon Steve Swanson, Dean of the School of Pharmacy.
Chancellor Mnookin.
Dean Swanson.
These scholars have successfully completed the requirements of the courses in pharmacy. Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Pharmacy, I present these candidates for the degree Doctor of Pharmacy.
If those candidates could rise as they are able, that would be terrific.
Can you believe that?
On the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Pharmacy and under the authority granted by the University of Wisconsin System Board of Regents, I confer on you the degree Doctor of Pharmacy. In testimony thereof, you will receive your diplomas. Candidates will please be seated. I now call upon Mark Markell, Dean of the School of Veterinary Medicine.
Candidates for the degree Doctor of Veterinary Medicine will please rise as they are able. Chancellor Mnookin.
Dean Markell.
These scholars have successfully completed the requirements of the courses in veterinary medicine. Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Veterinary Medicine, I present these candidates for the degree Doctor of Veterinary Medicine.
On the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Veterinary Medicine and under the authority granted by the University of Wisconsin System Board of Regents, I confer on you the degree Doctor of Veterinary Medicine. In testimony thereof, you will receive your diplomas. Candidates will please be seated. Congratulations to all of our professional degree candidates. Candidates will now cross the stage and have their names read. Please remain seated until the marshals instruct you to proceed to the platform.
Doctor of Nursing Practice, Jacqueline Nicola, Emily Jane Menting, Samantha Nicole Starkey, Dallas Prockel, Kua Moa, Duncan Osaka, Jesse Christensen, Joel Malik, Michelle Lynn Mengert, Alice Staufiak, Valerie Scarasso, Jonathan Rooney, Ellen Joanne Hoffman, Katrina Ann Mraz, Leah Kiltsey, Amanda Oyen, Katie Dahman, Annika Moulton, Emily M. Bowie, Doctor of Audiology, Sarah Deal, Elizabeth Denuzzo, Hannah Joan Bradley, Felicia Herlevy, Reagan Eileen Bolt, Veronica Elizabeth Lane, Allison Seehafer, Avery Bragg, Kirsten Nicole Steinke, Alexa Rosiski, Bailey Jean Gavin, Dion Jin, Doctor of Occupational Therapy, Yari Quintanilla. Lan Vo. Ashton Valerie Marie Spritka. Catherine Sill. Elizabeth Dennis. Anna Avery. Weston Dixon. Anna England. Kira Jo Noser. Claire Weibel. Jessica Schmidt. Selena Huerta. Cameron John Nosovsky. Mackenzie Ann Fitzpatrick. Kelsey Jean Johnson. Marie Haynick. Kelly Rose Berry. Tori Ray Johnstone. Alana Woolley. Shengtin Chen. Ryan Ping. Sabrina Kabakov. Abriana Poole. Jennifer Jo Copley. Ryan Patrick Donnelly. Jessica Marie Scott. Katie Marie Schmidt. Doctor of Veterinary Medicine. Peyton Catherine Bastian. April Hummerding. Andre Hayes. Lillian Fider. Madeline Zutz. Summer Henschel. Kayla Bloody. Michaela Munch. Hannah Lutke. Emily Christina Alexander. Ashley Strebe. Claire Frances McInerney. Alyssa Lynn Sandblom. Maisie Lee Peterson. Christina Stevenson. Haley Brianne Revy. Madeline Jean. Mackenzie Brost. Lisa Kim. Emily Hamilton. Courtney Nelson. Daniela Gatisha. Ju Wen Yuan. Elizabeth Martino. Vanessa Witt. Leah Eileen Spencer. Josephine Sindorf. Brittany Ho. Abby Rothering. Alexandra Hirth. Kylie Brower. Katie Tredenick. Travis Soltis. Steve Washong. Marty Anderson. Veronica Lee Maximin. Brooke Zeidervart. Megan Hole. Caitlin Obenberger. Joanna Yu. Michelle Milanov. Allie Wilson. Kristen Kirkland. McKenna Larsh. Katie Cunningham. Elizabeth Olson. Jasmine Olmedo. Nyla Simone Stanley. Kaylin Alexandria Lamb. Savannah Heath. Benjamin Walter. Connor Layden. Maxwell Robert Schurmacher. Bailey Bodine. Derek Jansen. Matthew Aviles. Melissa Simca. Rachel Howe. Hannah Wildermuth. Kate Burkhart. Chad Colborn. Alyssa Rose Hartle. Samuel Murray. Brianna Lynch. Emma Nelson. Rachel Ilgen. Doctor of Pharmacy. Shane Bruce Swing. Stetson Potrikas. Braden Lee Muck. John V. Shaw. Joyce Hugh. Catherine Freitag. Sarah Haley. Kara Sidney Graves. Maria Lee Hill. Molly Ann O'Connell. Bhumika Suresh Devnani. Peyton James Ward. Justin Arts. Aaron Stockhausen. Lindsay Sue Kipley Leverins. Jolene Jarrett. Ashley Morgan Lindert. Panari Shong. Abuolawa Olapo. Jody Zhang. Jenny Lin. Amy Marie Wolf. Hannah Bishel. Trevor Rawson. Elizabeth Ellen Brewster, Kirsten Gasser, Caroline Lords Paley, McKay Karstens, Kane Karstens, Christopher Ebert, Nicholas Ebert, Joseph James Crahan, Hannah Lovestad, Jared Zilke, Courtney Ann Peterson, Kendall Talia Smith, Maria Golovinkana, Magdalena Jasinska, Benjamin Murin, John Alexander McDonald, Julia Maria Weber, Samantha Marie Score, Shane Hughes, Hope Elizabeth Shear, Madeline Mae Fisher, Taylor Leader, Sung Gyun Kim, Joey Robert Nered, Juliana Marie Keeker, Caitlin Rose Bembenek, Kara Helgelson, Amanda Egbert, Isabel Wadig, Kylie Ann Steinke, Leanna Celine, Catherine Hemshoff, Laura Louise Seitz, Paige Hergenrother, Cindy Lund, Elizabeth May Halma, Grayson Gerard Cooley, Anna Elizabeth Erickson, William Strauss, Alexis Joe Markin, Lindsay Scanlon, Brooklyn Marie Peterson, Vincent Onshurti Elijah,
Let's give another huge congratulations to our graduates in the class of 2024. Woo! Let's give one more thank you as well to all the family and friends whose support and encouragement made today possible. And with that, you're all official. Congratulations once again. Best wishes to all of you, and on Wisconsin. Congratulations. Woo! To conclude our celebration, please join the university's Mead Witter School of Music Commencement Band in the singing of our alma mater varsity.